Democrats need them somebody like that Mark Carney guy, the new prime minister up in Canada, who literally sat in the Oval Office today with Donald Trump in front of a room full of reporters and said to his face, no. Here's the quote. As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale. Now, Carney was being nice, talking to Trump about being a real estate guy. He's a fake real estate guy. He's so good at real estate, this Trump guy, that he declared bankruptcy 6 times on failed real estate projects. Anyway, this was after Trump had reiterated for the umpteenth time his dumb idea that Canada should give up its sovereignty to become a U.S. state. Canada, Carney said, again, right to Trump's pasty face, is not for sale. It won't be for sale forever, he emphasized. Boom goes the dynamite. Aside from that Maine governor lady who took Trump to court and won, we can't get Democrats to do anything more than send an angry letter to the president who isn't sure he has to follow the Constitution and is governing accordingly. Our Democrats here, who are still afraid that they'll forever offend MAGA voters who are never in a million years going to vote for them into never in a million years ever voting for them, so they don't do anything. They offer it the most scant resistance from their muddle huddle in the do nothing political center, doing little other than firing off the occasional angry letter and otherwise voting to approve Trump's awful nominees because they want to appear bipartisan. Even Republican voters who 6 months ago cast their lots with Trump want Democrats now to do more, which makes them more like voters in Canada and also in Germany and Australia, who, to their credit, at least have some basic common sense to not elect a wannabe oligarch beholden to Putin and the Saudis to run their countries into the ground. But then they have alternatives we don't here in the States. We have the angry letter writing Chuck Schumer, the Trump nominee endorsing Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, the Steve Bannon platforming Gavin Newsom, the I can't get me enough Trump Gretchen Whitmer. Not a one of them would sit beside Trump, listen to him prattle on, and then tell him anything other than what Pam Bondi would tell him in a cabinet meeting. And then there's Mark Carney. Here's more from Mark Carney. Canadians' view on this is not going to change. He said this to Trump in front of God, the world, and within walking distance of dozens of feckless congressional Democrats and their consultants who take the money that we donate to them to fight to keep our democracy in one piece and use it to advise their electeds against doing anything that might upset the apple cart. If there was ever a time for the apple cart to be upset, it's probably now. We need just one Democrat to grow some Mark Carney cojones. Carney told Trump again to his fat face that Canada is not for sale. One Democrat, just one Democrat, needs to stand up to Trump face to face and say, our country, 250 years of our history, is not for sale, not forever.